Yeah, welcome to the Maracas TV show. For those who are new here, you're welcome to subscribe, like, and share. So this morning, I just want to show you guys um how to wash um, this vegetable to remove dirts from the sand. If you want to remove them really clean, the easy way. So the easy way for me is salt and cold water. So this is cold water in the sink. I put it in, and I'm just gonna like this is really big, eh? You see this? It took me, I don't know, maybe 2 hours to remove this from the stem yesterday. You know, so I I want to wash them all and then prepare them to preserve them. So that's how I do it. So I want to show you the easy way. I mean, because we don't have bigger freezer here right now, so I got it. So I'm filling the water. So I'm gonna put more of this vegetable there. Maybe I'll wash 2 times. Yeah, so because when I was uprooting this vegetable, it just rained and the place is sandy, and as you uproot the vegetable, you pull along with the sand, keep spraying. So like this vegetable is sandy, that's soil on it. Okay, so this is good water. Now is the salt. So cooking salt, table salt. I don't have. Oh, I still have salt in it. So this is now. Okay. Because the vegetable is alone. Up all the way down now. Salt can clear anything that, even the living thing that want to hold onto this vegetable, they will come out into the water if they're there. And to remove dirt, like I really like it, and very quick, eh? So I'm gonna leave it here like for 5 minutes, and I'll come back. I'm just trying to rinse salt from my hand. Okay. Okay. See the water. See the vegetable already. It's really clean, and if you see the water is dirty. So the soil just come out of the vegetable. I pour actually all the vegetable here. So now I'm gonna remove them so that the dirty water can go out from there. So I'm letting water off right now. Yeah, you cannot see my face because I wanted to see the vegetable. You can feel, you can hear. That means water is leaving now. Okay. So that's it. Run more cold water. So I wash like this 3 times. Not this one. This is the second time. Letting the cold water fill it. Sink. Normally, if you wash the vegetable without salt, you will always, at least one person will feel salt or taste salt when they're eating the vegetable. I mean, stone or sand, not salt. So when you do not put salt to wash your vegetable, at least you will taste a sand in it. You'll bite in your teeth. But this way, I prove you, I wash everything like this. Cabbage, anything, vegetable, sukuma wiki. You are guaranteed. There's no, you cannot feel it. You cannot bite any sand in your teeth. Everything will be gone. I don't know how. And plus, it remove really dirt. Like you find the vegetable will remain. I normally soak all the whole cabbage in salt water, cold salt water like this. I leave it to sit and let her rinse it and drain it and cut them. So you find everything is good. Especially when you buy vegetables from Chinese, they are not like really clean. So you really need to clean them. And that's the way to go. And I already put water on fire. I'm going to blanch maybe most of this vegetable and, uh, and then put them to dry. That is how I preserve it without putting it in a freezer. And when you want to cook it nice, you don't really take time cooking it when it is dry. Like this one, preserving it for winter when there will be no much vegetable. The day that you don't feel like going grocery shopping, I want to buy food from there. Oh, when you don't have time, you just use what you have usually, right? Yeah, this is really clean. Look at how clean. You cannot see any soil outside. and it smell good because I removed this yesterday and kept it in the house. So that's another thing for giving flavor in these leaves. In any vegetable anyway, you don't have to remove it a cook it away. You know, it bring another flavor. It bring the flavor for this vegetable to another level. Unless you're used to it, maybe you will not like it, but it's really a good vegetable. This and pumpkin leaves, they are found to be really nutritious, even for babies, because long time ago, the those the health people they examine it, they found it to be like in my area, they found it to be good, nutritious, and should be fed for children with malnutrition. They would grind it. I mean, make it like a smoothie and mix in porridge with milk and some salt and butter or oil, and they would give it to children. You see how children really they can gain weight within no time and they become really healthy. You see this one is still not very clean. So I'm moving, turning it that way just is a way for making it, removing that is a way of letting the soil, if there's any, to come out in this water. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna let this water out again, and then I put the last one while the water is getting ready for blanching. You can see that the water is finishing now. You could hear noise. Okay. Okay. Mm, see? We can eat this. This one also we eat it as salad in my country. You can remove all this, the any stem that you don't like. You can only maybe remove the leaves, and you put some salt, and then you spin them. You spin them, and then season with maybe you add some kachumbari in it if you want, some pepper and tomato in it, and salt it to your taste. Oh boy! You can put also onion in it if you like. You can really eat it like the salad of this. You can eat it with a garlic. You can eat it with sweet potatoes. You can eat it with bread. It's tasty. I'm telling you, it's tastiest. Okay, let the water fill the. this, drink the hot water and then maybe shower or whichever. So that's the salt that I use, but I don't use it. Actually, this is the first time I'm gonna prove this is with water. Okay. So this one is really clean up. You see, when the water is clean, no? So after I clean my vegetable, So this is how I preserve it. I blanch them in a boiling water. So this is actually my biggest husband in this place. Yeah, so I would probably may blanch it 3 times before I can finish that bunch. So this is a boiling water, and I'm gonna put this vegetable inside like that. Yeah, this one I don't know how many times I will do it. 3 maybe times or 4, but I will see. Yeah, like that. So I'm gonna use this. I see if I can, if it can be turned easily with it. But if not, yeah, it's not. It's kind of shaky a little bit. But if I had a bigger saucepan and if you put the water boiling, you really don't take long to cook it. But this is a small saucepan, so I'm gonna cook it maybe uh, 2 to 5 minutes and remove it. Blanching is supposed not to take longer, but this is so much vegetable in a small container, right? Or you can just blanch like this, and then you cool it and put it in a zipper bag and preserve it. That also, blanching locked the the, um, the nutrient in the vegetable. I saw even the group that were in that garden where I plant my vegetable. I saw for them they they got their vegetable. I don't know whether they took home and cooked it. I got no idea. But all I saw is that they they removed the leaves of the vegetable and they put, I don't know what they put in, and the cover. I did not go to see because they were like some meters from me, and I was busy. I didn't want to poke my nose into people issue. Of course, the fence also between where we garden and theirs, there's a fence, so I can't really go to see what they were doing there. But they cover it. I don't know whether with a polythene bag, they cover the top so good that you cannot detect there's anything there. And they left it to ferment. The heat that is trapped there, the heat was cooking this vegetable. I don't know what kind of vegetable. Um, I don't know whether it was um, the mustard leaves or whatever vegetable that was. So they cover it with those, whatever they cover with it, and the heat from the sun was cooking everything there. And the warmth that comes from the earth, their vegetable fermented, and then they came 2 men they carry it to the car. Now in my garden, I will go again maybe next week to see if I need to harvest again. But the one I just planted yesterday, it will take 3 weeks, and I don't have to worry. People always go to pour water in their garden. You know, I just trust in the Lord. He's the one that give rain, and rain water is always good. When rain, even if you pour water, but when rain hits the garden, you see everything changes in within a day. Everything changes, maybe within hours, not even day. So it rained the other day. Yesterday it did not rain, and I did not water the garden because my God will supply that at His own time. I don't really water, and the wet from in the soil there will help the. Yeah, like this one is almost ready. You know, like this one right now is really perfect. But I want it to cook a little bit. Even it did not start boiling because the vegetable is too much. Normally, if the water is in a big saucepan, the water will be boiling and all of that. And you got a lot of firewood under the thing there. It will really change to what you want very fast. So I want it to be like more than just blanching. I still can see the fresh greeniness in it. Yeah, so this one, this one now I can take it off. Let me just leave it for 2 minutes. Yeah, that is it. You see now? So if you blanch, it reduces in size and you can pack, you know, really good. But you gotta cool it because you're putting the plastic, right? The ziplock bag. So this is good. I'm gonna put them in this foil. This zip foil, aluminum. Well, I have some up there, but let me use this small one. You see? So this one I will allow it to drain because as the sun is warming up now, when the sun come to my balcony, I'll put it to dry. So I have some aluminum tray like this. I have one up there, and I have one big uh, tray over there, and I have this baking tray also over that side on top of the fridge. So I will use that one to dry them. Now I will bring this water to boil up again, and I put another batch on it. This one now you can use it to anything to finish. Like if you are making any dish, you can put it in your to make okra soup. You can or stew. You can put it in to make some peanut sauce. You can put it to make. Okay, I don't know how you call that name, but all these food dishes has their names. You can use this to make another dish called loporodo. You can put it to make another dish called um, um, lapoare. and then you can cook it to make a dish called ojeda. So from this you will make um, 4 dish, and then agura. You make it the agura. So this, oops, is it coming off? Okay, I think when I was moving, I see the liquid. So you can use it to make the agura, ojeda, lokurudu, lapoare, and many others. You know, you can put it in your to finish your dish, like when you cook some dry meat. I think it would be really good with dry meat, dry smoked meat. You know, you can put it in. Now I'm bringing this water to boil again while I get uh, the leaves there ready, so that I will put it here as it's boiling. So now the water is warm enough. So it's heat enough. I'm putting it there. Plus I want to I want to finish quick shower and go. I have a lot of work to do today. So this will go the same process. Yeah. Okay, guys. See, like this one is ready again. The same process. You say why I leave it like that without cutting it. That's another thing. When you dry it, it become drier, right? And in the room temperature, it's not really very crispy. It's not very dry crispy. So every time you are cooking it, you put it on a sun first, or you just put it in your pan and you toast it like for 2 minutes. So long the heat started getting into it, you remove it, and when you put it again at the room temperature, it will become crispy, and you will um, break them by your hand. You just take it and crush them, and you will break them into the size. If you are making loporodo or lapore, you will break them very fine, kind of, pretty much. If you are making ojeda, you break them into a certain sizes. And if you are making some okra with it, or murare with it, you also break it into the size that you want. It's really good. And this, of course, it gives a different texture. It's really, for me, I love it. So this is the third batch I'm going to make. So, yeah, the water is actually boiling. Yeah, you can just put it like the water is okay. You see, I'm using the same water. Oops, my vegetables falling. I don't want to miss because it's a lot of work. To get this vegetable at this stage, and it's gonna be at least put it to dry is not a lot of work, right? But to get it to this stage is a lot of work. I spent yesterday. I left home at 9 something. I was in the farm by 10. I arrived home by 12 something, and then I work on it until 3, and I'm still working on it. So does that farm. I'm gonna raise them in water. Yeah, you see, this one is I'm making 4 batch. So this one, if it's dry, it will come maybe into 1 gorogoro or 2. Only this one, I'm telling you, I can eat it until next year. There's one I made, I think 5 years ago. I still have it. So once in a while, when I remember it, I cook it. And I can enjoy it, you know. Not only that, I take them when I go to visit. I think 2 times I took it when I went to visit my parents, my siblings in the western part of Canada. I take along with it, and I took one, and then my son took one also when they were going for some conference somewhere. They enjoyed it, I guess. So if like this one, I have it. I think even this time when I'm going to Africa, I'm gonna pack some, go with it. So, because now I will go in my house. Can you imagine the feeling? You know, I put these clothes on yesterday, and I woke up today right away. I did not shower, brush my teeth, wash, and I started the cleaning the house, and then started preparing this. I want to finish with this, then I will shower, I can change, and then start doing other paperwork. I have a lot of paperwork to do today. Okay. See, like this one, I call it. I'm gonna put this in this bigger one, so that the next batch when it come out, I will put here, close by here. And in the meantime, I'm going to be rinsing more of that vegetable. So this is the third batch I'm removing. And when they are cool, I'll make sure all the water come out of this, and then I put them to dry. This might take 2 to 3 days, depend how hot it is. I think today is 23 or 25 degrees in London, Ontario. Oh, I forgot to put the speaker. I hope you guys have been hearing me. Oh my God. Okay, this is the last batch, and then I will wash. Yesterday also, I harvested the wheat, which is edible, dandelion, So I put it also in a salted cold water there. Then that will be it. Then I will put this thing and squeeze the water out, and I put it to dry or drain it. Draining will take a long time. I want to catch the sun when as it's getting warm. Like right now, the sun started getting warm. But I don't think it has reached my balcony yet. So this year I need to eat so much vegetable and maybe beans group instead of meat. So especially when I eat what I grew up eating, I don't really need meat. So long as I have my butter, my sesame butter, peanut, uh, from other sorts of nuts like pumpkin seeds, all these other nuts, almond nuts, walnuts. I don't buy the walnut often. They are healthy, good actually, but mostly I like the almond. I buy mostly to just chew them, enjoy them like that. And the almond milk I drink, but the nuts I normally do. Sometimes when my body doesn't need the other milk, this dairy milk, I go for almond. Like I always have it, but I don't drink often. I drink as my body wants. When is that not a good thing? When your body needs something, you drink. Sometimes I find my body need see the liquid when you leave it, it becomes like that. Yeah, because I only need to dry the vegetable, not too much water. I need to take long, right? Look here, here too. Okay. Okay. So I give this one another 3 minutes probably or two. This is the last now. From here it will go to the sun.